Hello there everybody, this is Mafinja here and welcome to episode 3 of CrackPack. So, today we are going to be augmenting our power system with some wind turbines. So if we pop outside for a second, the plan with these wind turbines... Oh yes, I have a jetpack on, I completely forgot. The plan with these wind turbines is that we're going to put them along this hill and make them look almost like a wind farm. And eventually... What's hitting me? Oh, hi! I don't have a sword, this is bad. There's a skeleton too, and eventually, come on, move, and eventually when we are a little bit more set up and we decide to start building a big proper base, I will be setting them up along this ridge as a proper wind farm, maybe even over there. I don't actually know quite where I'm going to put them because that is a big crag biome. Hi zombie. I'm going to run away from you now. Yes, these zombies and skeletons are a bit of a problem, which is why I was cooking up some manulin. And with that manulin... Oops. Bit of lag there. And with that manulin, we are going to be making a sword. Oh, I don't have the casts I need to make a sword. Okay, well, let's do a bit of tinkers. So, I'm going to be making either a broadsword, a longsword, a rapier, or a dagger. Probably not a dagger though, so we'll just stick with the normal sword. So, broadsword. Special ability block, damage moderate, durability high, it can block. I want something that can block. What's next? Damage moderate, durability moderate, so the durability on this isn't as good. It can do a charge boost though, and so that is better for critical hitting your mobs. The rapier is a special weapon that relies on quick strikes to defeat foes. Okay, it's got armor pierce, quick strike, and charge boost. Ah! Ooh, okay, it's got armor pierce. I like the look of armor pierce. So, how about we try rapier for this time being? So that we need a sword blade, I think that's a quick guard, and a tool rod. I've got the tool rod cast. I don't have the others I need though, so I need to make a... Where's that guard gone? Hello, Mr. Guard. There it is, a crossbar. That's what it's called a crossbar. And then I need a sword blade. So in order to get casts, as you probably know by now, you put... you actually have to make one of each of the things that you're trying to make. Casts of, that is, such as, in my case, the sword blade and the crossbar, put them in the casting tables, and then pour in aluminium brass. So, we're back. Sorry for the quick cut. I had a relative intervene, which was rather annoying. So now, to finish our casts, you simply right-click on the faucet with aluminium brass selected, and you will get casts. So there we go, I now have a crossbar cast, a sword blade cast, and a tool rod cast. So I'm going to put the sword blade in there and the tool rod. And what we are going to do is now we have to decide on our materials that we're going to use. Where are my books? Oh, don't tell me I threw them away. Oh, how do you make the materials and you book? And you, there we go. Oh, paper and a blank pattern, so... Paper. Sugar cane. Nope. Okay, well, I'm just going to have to go with it then. So, I'm definitely going to be making the sword blade out of manulin, because that has the highest damage. There we go. Do I have any thaumium? I have one thaumium left, that's fantastic. So, what I want from thaumium is the thaumic ability. And if I made a crossbar out of thaumium, I would get the thaumic trait, which is what I want. But the tool rod, for the tool rod itself, I want to use something, because the tool rod doesn't just impart the properties of the material you're using, in this case thaumium, it also applies a multiplier to the durability of the sword blade. So I'm also going to make it out of manulin, because manulin has the highest handle modifier. So there we go. Come here, delicious manulin. Nom nom nom. And then I need to make a binding out of thaumium, or the crossbar. Oops, I have to move that like that. There we go. Thaumic crossbar. Thaumium crossbar. And we are making a rapier, so dun dun dun, and there we go. It's got quite a high durability. It doesn't do much damage now, but when we upgrade it a bit, it will do a lot of damage. So, I'm going to now add a modifier to my tools, and that modifier is the flux modifier. So, in order to get that, we need lead, stone, flux capacitors, which are made as such. Oh, do I have any sulfur? I may not have sulfur. No, I was avoiding sulfur because I didn't think oh yeah. If I right-click with the rapier, I backpedal. Oops. Well, I'm not going to add those modifiers yet because what flux does, it allows you to charge these tools with redstone flux from my system over here instead of actually using durability. Oh, looks like our power system has failed once again. Oh no, it's just out of fuel. Okay, fuel. What can we use as fuel? Coal. Let me just get some coal. Where's my coal? Coal. Ah, we don't have much coal left. That's not good. You can have the fuel. Yeah, that is definitely not good. That's why we need these wind turbines. So, one other thing that I just wanted to mention before I begin work on the wind turbines, which is the purpose of this episode, is that there is a better way to make steel, and that is using this metallurgy confuser. Right now it's got redstone in it, which I'm going to drain out by using it up. But what you can do is you can do exactly what you do with redstone. You can enrich coal, except with coal, sorry. You can enrich coal into compressed coal, and then put that in here with iron to make steel. So this is a better way of making steel. So, wind turbines, and I wish I'd known that before. Wind turbines, so they require osmium, enriched alloy, a circuit, which shouldn't be too hard to make. So 2 enriched alloy, 3 osmium, 2 redstone, 2 of these are each 2 enriched alloy, 3 gold, all the gold, and 4 redstone. Okay, I am going to get started and be back in a second. So here we are ready to make our wind turbines. I have enough resources for 2. There we go. So, wind turbines require a 1x1x15 high space to work, and they produce differing amounts of energy based on how high they are in the world. So, for example, if I just place one here, it will be producing 94.6875 RF per tick. Maximum it can produce is 192. So let's pick him up. And he does store his content, so this one's full of RF. So if we fly all the way up here to the top of this nice ridge. Oh wow, I am in a nice place. Skellies, I don't like you. Quick. Now it's producing 119 RF. So I'm going to try and figure out the best place to put these based on what energy conduit I'm using, because I don't want to overload the energy conduit. That would be a bit pointless. But then again, I want to produce the maximum amount of energy possible. So I shall be back in a second. So I'm back. I just went mining, which was a very successful mining expedition. And I am processing some coal in the enrichment chamber to get this compressed carbon in order to produce for myself a bit of steel, because I need steel. And I'm just checking to see how good this is. So, 1 compressed carbon one coal gives me 1 compressed carbon, which gives me 100 carbon in this, meaning I can produce 20 of this enriched iron per coal, which is very good. But what do I use this for? Ah, okay, now I process it again, so it's half that. So I can, from 1 coal, I can produce 50 steel, which is good to know. Which is very, very good to know, because it's much more efficient than the previous one I was using. So I'm going to let that process up, sleep through the night, and be back in a second. So here we are with our 4 wind turbines. They've all been connected, and there's a advanced universal energy conduit running right underneath there, and it goes down there into our system. So this is producing approximately 430 RF per tick, which is very, very good. I'm extremely happy with that. Actually, more like 440, maybe even 450, which is very good. It's powering our machines. Down here I removed the steam dynamo, and all of the machines are now being run just off the power from that turbine, which comes in right there. The leadstone energy conduits seem to be working okay. I think, if I had to have a guess, I think the problems that I was having with the mechanism, sorry, with the RF, was when you used energy conduits and mechanism machines, because especially mechanism power generators, because on the Cube FTB server, which is now the Cube CrackPack server, all of my problems seem to be happening when I connect my redstone energy conduit system to my wind turbines, and it's not good. But it seems to all be running fine. I'm still processing up ores. I was AFK here for a bit, letting all of the ores process. We can produce some more. So let me just get 10 more iron, and we will produce some more steel, which will be very good, because we are low on steel at this point in time. So it's all going well, and now, what are we doing next? I have no idea. Oh, I know what we'll do. We will put flux on these tools. Where's my rapier? I still haven't used my rapier, even though I went mining because I wanted to keep it in good condition. Although I think when you put flux on, it erases the durability capacitor. So even if your tool has full durability, when you put when you put flux on the tool, it will reset the durability. So lead, what was it again? It was lead, copper, redstone, and sulfur. I picked up a little bit of sulfur, not as much as I would have liked. Oh, that's too many. 3. Oh, they don't stack, do they? 3. Okay, so in order to power our nice fluxed tools, or to charge our nice fluxed tools, we will need a energetic infuser, or an energetic infuser. So that requires a leadstone energy cell, 2 transmission coils, a conductor, a reception coil, and a bunch of other things. Okay, I am going to... Actually, I don't need to make a cut here, because I can do this all fairly well. Or fairly quickly. Not fairly well. Of course I can do this well. Oh, darn. Of course I can do this fairly well. It's not too hard to do. Oh, okay. This is not going to be fun. Not at all. I don't like that one feature of the crafting station. Or it might actually be FTB. Oh, sorry, not FTB, the CrackPack. When you shift-click in a crafting grid, it does as many crafts as possible, not only of the thing that you were originally trying to craft, but whatever items are left in the crafting grid, it will try and craft. If that made any sense at all. I need one of these, which is made as such, glass. Oh, please don't tell me I don't have any glass. Okay, I will have to make a quick cut, so I shall be back in a second. So, here we go. 1 machine frame, and 1 energetic infuser. Now this thing absolutely guzzles power, and my pickaxe is out of durability, and because of that I'm going to put it right here, directly in where the power comes in, so it is always full. Now, here we go. Let's start charging our pickaxe. It charges very quickly. This can use a maximum of... How much can it use? It can use 10,000 RF per tick, so it can charge tools incredibly quickly, and it can use an incredibly large amount of energy. But I don't want it to run on too much energy, because it will drain the entire system here. Oh, it's all processing nicely. But yes, I'm very happy with the system so far. Now, our next project will be an AE system. If I... Oh. Haha. I need to go mining. I haven't been mining Certus. I've been leaving the Certus quartz and Certus dust to its own devices. I haven't bothered to actually mine it, because I didn't think I'd be setting up an AE system so quickly. But now that we have a good power system, I need to go back into my mining caves and dig that up. But before we do that, I am going to make an energy cell to store some power. And also I can use the energy cell as a throttle to make sure that we always have spare power left over. So the type of energy cell that we're going to make is a hardened energy cell, which is made as such. I need to make another leadstone energy cell frame. which shouldn't be too hard if I get the glass. I've got the glass in my inventory. Should be able to make the block of redstone. And then the cell itself. Now, to make the hardened energy cell, we're going to need a conductance coil, meaning we need electrum. And we also need some invar, which is made with 3 iron. I'm going to make 2 batches and 1 ferrous. So I'm going to throw all of these resources into my smeltery and let the smeltery combine them into alloys, because the smeltery recently was updated and it can now make thermal expansion alloys. So if you throw into it gold and silver, it will make electrum, and if you throw iron and ferrous in, it will make invar, or attempt to anyway. Previously you would have to use an induction smelter, which is another one of these thermal expansion machines, but I am going to use the simple way. Let's check on our power. In our pick is doing well. I think that's good enough for now. This power generation system is good, but it isn't the best. There are better ways to do this. You can line up, basically, the best way that I've found to do it is you make a tower up really, really, really high out of either basically the top tier of energy conduit, and you run that straight up to the sky, and you make a big line of these, or 2 big lines of these on either side of the conduits to produce power, which is what I've done on the sun's going down, which I have done on the Cube FTB server, or Cube CrackPack server, which I probably should just do a server tour of at some point. But for now, what was I doing? Something. Ooh, glass. I'll take that. I was waiting for the smeltery to produce invar electrum. There we go, invar electrum, and there's 2 iron left. Why is there 2 iron left? Oh, I need 1 more ferrous. Okay. I got that. It was 2 iron to 1 ferrous, not 3 iron to 1 ferrous. Okay, let's get the ingot cast, which I should probably make more of, and invar. We will need 4 invar. Come on. That can go in there, and I'll make another ingot cast. Brilliant. Okay, and then if I select invar again, we can have lots and lots of invar. So I'm going to finish draining the smeltery and then be back. So, I was mining and I got a fair amount of Certus. I should really sort this chest. I got quite a bit of Certus quartz, which is very good. Now, my new policy for ore mining, considering I've had to go back down my mining caves, I'm going to start that again. Considering that I've had to keep going back down into my mines to get resources that I didn't have, such as the sulfur and the Certus and the saltpeter, which I hadn't been mining before. My new policy when it comes to ore is mine it, whatever it is. So, in order to augment that new policy, I am going to be making an upgrade to my pickaxe. And that upgrade is fortune. So if you use lapis when creating a pickaxe from Tinkers, you can put lapis on it to give it fortune. So right now, I'm giving this pick lots and lots of lapis, which should end up giving it a fair bit of fortune. So right now it has 180 out of 450, giving it fortune 1. Let's see what the rest of my lapis can do to that number. Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. Some more blocks. Oh, that was lucky. I had an exact number of lapis blocks. Let's see. Dun, dun. Come on. Oh, I'd better name this Fortune. Nope. Fortune Pickaxe. There we go. So this is now my Fortune Pickaxe. It has Fortune 2 now, which is fantastic. Which should be very, very useful when mining coal, especially. So I'm low on coal. Did I just... No, I leaned against my table, my desk, my computer desk, and I just flicked the table just flicked the control for my headset, and I was wondering if that had turned off my audio, but luckily it hadn't. It did that once before when I was recording, and I had to re-record a Redstone episode, which was tedious. Oh, what's that noise? Is that outside? That's probably outside my house. Okay, coal. Come on. Want some... Oh yes, the fortune's working. Yes, fantastic. Fortune is one of my favourite things in this game. I love Just watching diamonds explode out of some diamond ore, it is just amazing. Okay, anyway, so AE system. We are going to use mod applied energistics. What do I do? Double click, shift click, right click. Oh, I've frozen it. Oh, there we go, that's what I needed to do. Oops. It's frozen again. Hello? Hello? Any eye? Oh no. Minecraft isn't responding. Oh, there we go. Okay, so this is Applied Energistics. Applied Energistics is a mod that allows you to store your items as information. So not actually physical items, but store them as information on disks. So I'm just going to sleep. I can only sleep at night. Oh, it's daytime. So in order to create an AE system, which is how that works. Why are these here? These are from Gravestone, not Applied Energistics. We have to make an ME controller. That's the brain of our system. So, in order to make an ME controller, we need Fluix crystals. Fluix is a recurring theme in this mod, by the way, which is nether quartz, Certus quartz, and redstone. I am not going to make many of those because they aren't actually too useful. So I'll make about 16 of them, I should think. And I'm actually going to throw these back in there. Redstone, Certus quartz, this will all be useful, so I'll grab a bunch of it. Iron as well, I'm very low on iron, I'm using too much iron. Then I need an advanced processor, which I get from smelting an advanced processor assembly, which I get from using a quartz cutting knife on a diamond, redstone, silicon. Silicon is smelting Certus quartz or nether quartz dust. So, I'm going to pulverize some nether quartz to get that dust, so I require. There we go, half a stack of nether quartz dust. Oh, where does this go? Oh, I want this to not go anywhere. I don't want it to get smelted. Oh, actually, I do want it to get smelted into silicon. Silly me. There we go, it can all go out there, and then I'm going to set another input here. So, that will get the silicon for us, and a quartz cutting knife is... There we go. 2 quartz, iron, 2 sticks. Do I have sticks? Steak. Steak. Can I have a steak? There are some steaks. Not steaks, steaks. And then again I'll make the touch of nether quartz. Even though I don't have much nether quartz... Oh, that looks weird in my hand. You may think it's a waste of nether quartz doing this, but... nether quartz is a lot easier to get than Certus quartz in general, because the nether is full of nether quartz, whereas Certus quartz is quite rare in the overworld, and it's also easier to see in the nether than in the overworld. There we go, there's our silicon, and our redstone. I'm going to make 4 of these processor assemblies, and then smelt all of them. It's just in a normal furnace, I think. Do I have coal in any of these? Nope. 1 piece of coal. Coal is not a rare resource now, thankfully. Flour. Oh. I can make flour. What can I use flour for? To smelt into bread. Okay. That's good, I suppose. Ender pearl dust. What's that used for? Nope, sorry, I'm being random. I'm going off on a tangent. I love searching through any eye just to see what there is in the mods. But now, ME controller. So the ME controller requires power. And since all of my items are going to be stored in the AE system, and I do not want, I never want this to run out of power, because otherwise I wouldn't be able to access my items, I'm going to put it in a place of high priority over here. No, over here I think, on that side, because I'm going to build an annex over here, which will house my AE stuff. So I'm going to put the controller behind here. So this is the back of the energy cell, so I need to set an output to the back. There we go, you should be filling up with power. Very good. Fantastic. And now, to store the items, you can use many methods. The first one is to make an ME chest, which basically is a chest, except it doesn't store physical items, it stores items on these disks. 4K storage, 1K storage, 16K storage, 64K storage. Or you could use a disk drive, an ME drive, which again takes these but more of them. The problem is it isn't as how should I put it? It isn't as nice, it isn't as homely, if that's the best word I can think of really, than the chest, because the chest you actually go and access and you can actually see your items in it. With the ME drive, you cannot access your items through the drive, you actually need to use a terminal, which is better in a way. It's more expensive and it's a bit colder, it isn't as physical as a chest, but in the end it will serve us well. So I'm going to make an ME drive. Oops, I need basic processor arrays, so let's get some gold. I have a good amount of gold, which I'm very happy about. Redstone, quartz cutting knife, and then these can get smelterized. Go, get smelterized. Oh wait, have we got more? Yes, more assemblies, which is fantastic. Yes, look at this cell, it's filling up. As soon as that cell starts to drain on a regular basis, I am going to apply more power to this system, because I never ever want to be stuck for power, ever, because that is a horrible thing and it's very annoying. It's like being in debt, not having enough power, I suppose. So, to make this ME drive, we need a chest, 4 iron, some glass. Where's the glass? There's the glass. Chest. We don't have much wood, but I suppose... Oh, sawmill. I'm not going to craft that, I'm going to use the sawmill, because the sawmill is better. There we go, 6 wood. 4 of these, and 4 of these. Not 5 of them, 4 of them. And then we can start to craft our disk drive. So, chest. Where's the chest gone? There's the chest. 2 glass, ME drive. So, to send information between these blocks, you can simply put them next to each other and they'll form a connection. So right now these 2 blocks are connected, and this is receiving the power from this, from the controller, and if we right click on the controller, it will tell us that on the network we have 1 ME drive, and I want the power units to be applied energy sticks, no, MJ, industrial craft 2, universal electricity, no, rotary craft quartz. Where's RF? Fine, it can just stay as MJ, fine. So, right now, we cannot access items, because we have no way to store the items in the disk drive. We can't actually use that for anything at the moment. But we can if we put in a disk drive. So I am going to use 4K storage. So to make a 4K storage cell, you need these, and a storage segment, which is made of 3 storage cells and a processor array. A storage cell, this is the basic unit of storage. A single storage cell, which is 4 Certus and a processor. So I'm going to need 3 of them. Where's the Certus? And was it redstone around it? Yes, there we go, 3 of them. That means I need more basic processor arrays. Darn. That means more crafting for me. I'm going to make all 22 of those silicon into basic processor assemblies. Not arrays, assemblies. There we go, just enough to make the thingammy bulb. This thing, the storage segment. There we go. Or not. Why did that not work? 3 of those. Redstone. 1, 2, 3. Redstone. Oh no, glass. Oh, please tell me I have more glass. Yes, fantastic. No! 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 No, glass, why? That glass is staying there until I have silk touch. That glass is staying there until I have silk touch. Oh, look at that. If I had... Oh. Ooh, that makes me mad. Oh, what's the recipe? Oh, yeah. Okay. If I had silk touch, I would get that glass and I would be able to finish this recipe, but unfortunately I do not have silk touch, so I will have to do it this way. Oh, that's annoying. I have to make more glass now. Ooh. But anyway, as soon as we get this storage, 4K storage, we can put 63 items on it, 63 types of item on it. You can actually put 63 types of items on all of these. But the difference is the amount of bytes, so basically the number of individual items you can put on it. So on this I could put 4,096 items, individual items, I believe is how it works. Oh, and we also need a a terminal, access terminal. I would like a crafting terminal because then it lets you auto-craft, but just an access terminal will do for now. Conversion matrix is hell. Fluix dust. Okay, I need to make some Fluix dust. Okay, I'm going to do this off camera. This is getting tedious. AE crafting is quite tedious. So I need a conversion matrix, which is such, Fluix dust, which is such, and ME cable, which is such. So I shall be back in a second. So here we are, and I have been recording for 30 minutes, which is far too long, so I will make this quick. If I place the access terminal here, it will join with the system. If I throw this storage cell in here, we can now store items. So, ME terminal. If you simply shift-click or put the items in, they will be stored in there. And as you can see, it's a very, very simple system. You can pull them out as you want. And it's a very, very useful system. Very, very useful. And there's all sorts of other things that you can do. Auto-crafting with AE. You can do, as I said, auto-crafting. You can do sorting. You can do all sorts of things. So, for now, I think that constitutes the end of the episode. As soon as we resume, I will be doing more with AE. And I'll be making the system slightly more intelligent. But for now, I think that's a wrap. So, thank you guys for watching, and I shall see you again soon.